Hey, this is Brian from Workshop Addict. Some days you get some cool jobs in the shop, and other days you gotta fix things that you messed up in the days prior. Unfortunately, today is one of the days I gotta fix some things that I messed up. Unfortunately, I had some water in the sealed clutch on my Gator, so I gotta tear apart the clutch unit, get the water out so the belt stops slipping so I don't actually have to push this thing around and I can get in and ride it. One of the things that's keeping me going today, kind of have a head cold, but I got a new little impact wrench. It's a Bosch 3/8 inch impact wrench, and I'm kind of excited about this because I've always liked something a little smaller, especially in situations like this or when you're working inside of a under the hood of a car, anything like that. You want something small. I have the 3/4 inch one here to compare, so there's quite a bit of difference in size. There's also quite a bit of difference in power. This guy is 500 foot-pounds. And this little guy comes down to, they measure it inch-pounds, I think it's 1,500 inch-pounds, but when I do the conversion that comes to right about 125 foot-pounds. But we'll see. RPMs on it are a little bit higher at 0 to 2,800 RPMs, and then its impact rate is 0 to 3,200. Again, it's got a variable trigger. It is a brush tool, and they do give you places on each side to replace the brushes, which is very nice. This unit comes with a 4 amp hour lithium ion battery, so it should last a long time. The biggest question I have on it is, does it have the power to be used in some of this stuff, even with Gators and in the automotive world? 125 foot-pounds, that's pretty good if it'll stand up to it. So I already have the back of this jacked up. I'm going to grab a socket, try to take off one of the rear wheels, and so I can gain some access. I'm actually pretty impressed that this was able to do it. Another reason I had the 3/4 inch drive sitting here was, or the 1/2 inch drive, excuse me, impact wrench, was just to be able to use it because I had my doubts. So that's pretty good considering I know I torqued these up myself at right around 115 pounds. So I'm going to continue with this job, get the water out of the clutch, and after I use it a little bit more on the inside, I'm going to use it for some smaller parts. Then I'm going to kind of test out the variable trigger and see how I can use it in a more delicate manner and if it will fit into areas that I can't get the larger one. Well, I guess I should have done a little more searching on the internet, because once I pulled off the drain pan on the bottom, I see that there's a little rubber plug that you can pull to drain your clutch, which is excellent. Let me grab that quick. There's not a ton of water in there, but just enough that it really messes things up. But what I did get to do is play with the Bosch 3/8 inch impact wrench. And what I did find is that in the really tight places, I still had trouble with the width of the unit. Not that it was a big deal, it fit into a lot of places where my 1/2 inch drive wouldn't fit. But I was still a little limited with the 125 foot-pounds or 1,500 inch-pounds. And it wasn't really ready to take everything off. I kept the other Bosch 1/2 inch impact drive with me because that was my go-to. If I could fit it in there, I was using it. I felt like I had a little more control, and I wasn't running just wide open to try to take a bolt off, where I could kind of ease it out with the larger unit. So in some cases, the power is nice to have and be able to manipulate. And in this one, it would be nice if we could get this in around 200 foot-pounds of torque. That way we could use it in small areas, but still be able to use it in larger ones, so we had one tool to go back to instead of multiple. I'm not saying I dislike it completely. It will get used, but it will not get used as much as I thought I was going to use it. It's unfortunate, like I said, it just needs a little more power, and this thing would be awesome. Well, I hope to help you out if you were looking for one of these. Please come over and visit our forum, discuss some things with us. It's workshopaddict.com. This is Brian. Have a great day.